Today we have a new chapter, that is area and parameter. Area and parameter. This topic is the advanced part of geometry. Geometry is the basic of area and parameter is the advanced part of geometry. Geometry gives idea to know about the area and parameter. But in geometry, we get the word like region, boundary, etc. But here in area and perimeter, these region, boundary are become to know with the new words, because in geometry we just discuss about their shape, but here we shall discuss about the measurement of the region and the boundary. That's why they acquire the new name, that is the area and perimeter. So student, first back to the topic of geometry. We learn about closed figure. We learn about closed figure and we know what is the closed figure. Sometimes this closed figure also be known as closed curve or simple closed curve or simple closed curve. Why they are known as closed curve or closed figure or simple closed curve? Because from their definition we can see that a curve having starting point and ending point at the same position. That is why they are known as closed curve or closed figure or simple closed curve. They are known as simple closed curve because here we can see that in this figure there is no any cross section, means the curve doesn't cross to itself at any point. That's why it is called simple closed curve. And here we can also say that whenever a point moves, whenever a point moves, then the locus of the point is called curve. So here we can see that this point, suppose that the name of the point is O, and if this point is moved in this manner, then it forms its locus, and hence this locus is called curve. Since the point stop moving at the same point where it has to start moving, therefore it forms a closed locus, and hence this closed locus is called simple closed curve. So that this locus, this part of the point is called boundary of the closed figure. This part of the point is called boundary of closed figure, boundary of closed figure. This is the boundary of closed figure, and the reason that lies inside the closed figure, the reason that lies inside the closed figure is called interior, is called interior. Don't think that I'm teaching you geometry. I'm just giving you an idea to get the concept of area and perimeter. Because the concept of area and perimeter is entirely based on geometry, that is boundary and interior. So you should know about this. Okay? So here the reason that lies inside the figure is called interior. Why it is called interior? Why it is called interior? You can say that because this lies inside the figure. Okay. And this is the boundary. So, if we get the measurement, if we measure the length of the boundary, if we measure the length of the boundary in any process, then this boundary become to know perimeter. Then this boundary become to know perimeter. Okay? When we get the measurement of the length of the boundary, when we get the value of the length of the boundary, then this boundary is called perimeter. We cannot say that the boundary is perimeter until we get the value of the length of the boundary. Okay, whenever we get the length, then we can say that this is the perimeter. Similarly, this interior is said to be area if it has its measurement, or we can say that if we find out the measurement of this interior region, then this interior region is known as area. Okay, so I hope it is clear what is the area and perimeter. Now, let's come back to our current topic, that is the area and perimeter, and let me explain the definition of perimeter first systematically, and then I will show you some certain figure for which we define the formula of perimeter. So let's see what they are here. Now let us see perimeter. The total length of the boundary of the boundary is called perimeter of the closed figure of a closed figure. This is the definition. Okay, the total length of the boundary is called perimeter of the closed figure. So, if I draw a rectangle, this is the rectangle, okay, and just suppose that the length is 10 centimeter and the width is 8 centimeter, and we have to find the a perimeter of the rectangle. First of all, let's see what does the definition says. The total length of the boundary of a closed figure. Since this is the rectangle and we know that rectangle is always closed, so that this word has been satisfied here. Now we have to satisfy this. We have to find the total length of the boundary. Since we know that the opposite side of a rectangle are of equal length. Therefore, if this side is of 10 centimeter, then it is obvious that this will also be of 10 centimeter, and also this side is of 8 centimeter and this is the opposite, that is why this will also be 8 centimeter. And if I give the name A, B, C, D, then here we can see that AB, BC, CD and AD are the four sides of this rectangle, and also for the total boundary. That is why, in order to find out the total length of the boundary of a rectangle, we have to add these four sides. Therefore, we can write AB plus BC plus CD and plus AD. Now, from the figure, the length of AB, the length of the line segment AB is 8 centimeter. So we can write 8 centimeter. The length of BC is 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter. The length of CD is 8 centimeter. And the length of AD is 10 centimeter. Okay, so this become here. One most important thing I would like to tell you that here we can also find out the value by just adding them directly. But I want to make a small change here. In this statement, we can see that 10 came two times, 1 and 2. That is why we can write it 2 multiplied by 10, and plus similarly 8 is also 2 times. That is why it can also be written as 2 multiplied by 8. And in the both term, 2 is the common factor. That's why it can be taken as a common, and here we get 10 plus 8. What is the 10? What is the 10? 10 is the length and 8 is the breadth. Okay, so mark this statement. This will also use in my derivation of the formula for the parameter of rectangle. So keep it in the mind. And now when we solve it, we get 2 multiplied by 18 is equal to 36 centimeter. So 36 centimeter is the parameter of this rectangle. Okay, this is a little and simple example, but now I am going to derive the formula for the perimeter of the rectangle. So let's see it carefully. Just suppose that the length of the rectangle is written by L, then this will be the breadth. Similarly, it will be also be breadth and this will be L. Okay, now by the definition, total length of the boundary, and this will be L plus B plus L plus B. Okay, and now you can compare with this statement. You will find that L is for 2 times. That's why it can also be written as 2 multiplied by L. And B is also for 2 times. That's why it can also be written as 2 multiplied by B. And 2 is common in the both term. That's why 2 can be taken as common. And here we get L plus B. So this formula will give us the value of the parameter, and here the parameter is represented by P, and this is the required formula of the parameter of rectangle. Okay student, so I hope everything is clear to you, and we shall discuss for more in my next video. So keep watching. Till then, goodbye.